In today's video, I will be revealing 5 ways how you can build strong remote work culture. So, my name is Alina. I'm a founder of a remote recruitment agency. It's called Retalent Agency. I have right now 8 employees and hiring a couple of more. All of them are full-time. We have a way to check our happiness level. Right now, it is on its highest. So, I decided to make this video and to share with you what do I do to build a strong culture and how does it help my company. So, why is it important, first of all? I think a culture is important for every company, but for remote even more. Because when we work remotely, we feel a little bit sometimes lonely, disconnected. All of this obviously affects the productivity. So we don't want unproductive, unhappy people in our team. We want to bring great lifestyle and work-life balance. That's why we work remotely, obviously. So when your employees are remote, of course it's harder to see if they're feeling worse or happier or better. So my number 1 tip is to check their satisfaction level with your company culture, what kind of things they would like to improve. And one software that I recommend is Office Vibe. I think it's an amazing software because your team can vote anonymously and you can check what kind of things they would like to be improved in terms of management and like just the way they interact with others, support they get, the work-life balance they get, and what kind of things you need to work on. And the strategy number 2 is to spark your team with the different remote activities. For example, we do lots of games. We try to do every time possible. Basically, of course, sometimes we are super busy, so we cannot do it for some time. But we try to squeeze this time because if your employees wouldn't be working remotely, they obviously would be like chatting with their colleagues close to the fridge, you know, when having coffee, having lunch together. So all these team building things help to build a culture. Obviously, for you to participate in them as a founder, maybe you are in HR watching this video, so it is also very, very important. So a few things you could do is to play a game like 2 truths and 1 lie. I love this game because it reveals some different parts of your team that you would never think they were doing in the past, they were capable of. Like we were finding out that some of our team members are like champions in different sports and others, I don't know, love horror movies like our content manager. I really recommend to do that, to connect, and that would help your team as well to connect between each other. So the tip number 3 is to spark your team with the different shared activities. There are actually many things you can do online that you wouldn't even think of. For example, we are doing yoga from time to time. We have our corporate yoga teacher who comes and does different activities. So that's like different yoga, relaxation, meditation, and we practice it together. The team is changing, so obviously not everyone always likes yoga. So now we are looking into something else because some of the team members don't feel super comfortable doing it. So we are looking for what majority would like. And right now it is games, so we play together and also do some like just chatting, coffee breaks. And I think it is very, very important. Another one is to turn your benefits into bonding activities. So one way to do it is to give bonuses, for example, and then ask your employees to share what they've done with this bonus. For example, we have a birthday bonus. Sending a gift remotely is just a nightmare. You need to figure out in every country how to send a gift. So we ask them to buy a gift for themselves, and it should be not something physical, but an activity, an experience, something new, and then share with us, with the rest of the team, what they've done and why, and it becomes like a super interesting story. So I really love this one. And the final one is the one that I recommend the most, is to cultivate open communication. Almost every meeting we remind that it is very important for us that our team is not waiting until the problem is happening, but actually come and tell how they feel before. One thing we are doing is on our level 10 is basically a weekly meeting with the team we share personal and professional achievement. So in terms of personal, we can actually share also how we feel. If you can also see if somebody is feeling like, well, I don't know, I didn't do anything special this week, we still encourage them, like, I'm sure you achieved something. So for example, like you were lazy and you didn't want to do anything, but then you stood up, washed your dishes and called your mom. That's a huge achievement, you know, huge. And because in that day you had no energy. We always say that achievement is not something that happened to you, but something that you've done personally. Even if it's something very small, like making an effort to meet a friend, as I said, like calling your relative. Or sometimes it can be something really big, like I was fighting my fear for many years and here I am now going to the stand-up course, you know, like stand-up workshop to avoid the fear of public speaking, for example. In my case, I do this kind of things, improv and stand-up. And the bonus tip is to elevate your team spirit with the retreats. For example, we actually are planning a retreat next year and we've done it before. We are planning a very cool retreat in another country. I think many will be excited because like I am excited, super excited about it. And there's still in remote, it's just incredible how we have the flexibility, like we don't need to commute. There are many advantages of remote, but there's one is that some magic that happens only when you meet. Many of our team members we didn't meet and we didn't connect on like a deeper level. And here I recommend really to check the countries that you think are a good options. Check a few things when you are deciding on the country is how much it will cost in terms of transportation for every person, then how much accommodation is more or less in this country, what kind of fun activities you can do. Do this after you decide on what kind of retreat you want to plan. Is it going to be something active or it's going to be more spiritual connection, yoga, like reloading your mind, you know, kind of thing. So, or a little bit of a mix. That's what, for example, I'm thinking to do. So thank you very much for watching this video. And also I would like to know, how do you engage with your team and what do you do to bring your culture up? And please write it in the comment. If you like this video, put a like, it would help me a lot. Thank you.